After the recent announcement of the 1.0 version of PUBG on Xbox, I know that I was instantly excited for a few things: Sandhook, the training mode, and Warmode. Now what I'm going to cover today is Warmode on Xbox. This might be the thing that I'm most excited for out of all those things. Although Sandhook is very high up on that list as well, Warmode is something that I've wanted for a long time on Xbox since I saw it launch on PC, and so I'm glad it's finally coming pretty soon. Now I have some questions that I'd like to answer today about the mode itself. Will it have the same type of setup that the PC version has? Will it be a limited time event where it's playable only a few days at a time, or will it become a full-time mode on Xbox? How does it all work, and what makes it different to the base game? But before we get into those questions, let's go ahead and watch the trailer for PUBG Warmode. Now, as you can probably tell from that trailer, to the core, this mode is PUBG, but it's very different in the fact that you can respawn after you die. If you die, which you probably will many times during one match, you'll be diving down to the ground in 30 seconds or less, and you won't have to loot every single time that you respawn either. Each time you jump and land, you'll have a random loadout depending on what the match settings are at the start. For example, the match may have settings like ARs and sniper rifles, and every time that you land, you'll possibly have a different loadout than the one you had before, and it'll be up to you to adjust and see what guns you have, and then make do. There's also some fun modes like care package events in Warmode, so every single person has a care package weapon, and I'm sure that's absolute chaos. That's the most recent one that was on PC, I believe, and I just want those fun type modes on PUBG. The game can be really stressful at times, so these type of game modes can be kind of a breath of fresh air and just give you a little bit of fun to play rather than being intense all the time. Now on PC currently they have teams of 10 that battle it out over a very small portion of the existing maps. So if you think about it, it might just encompass school, or it might just encompass a certain part of Georgia Pole. But the zone is not very big at all, and it doesn't really play a factor in that it's not moving. The zone is basically there just to keep you in a certain area. Each time you knock an enemy player, you receive 1 point, and each time you finish a kill, you receive 3 points. And you also get points for reviving your teammates. Once a team reaches a set amount of points to win, or the time runs out, the match is over. Until then, you'll be battling with the other teams, and every time you die, you'll queue up back in the plane in 30 seconds or less, and then you'll be able to dive down again and try once more. But the absolute best part of Warmode in my mind will be the fact that you can practice without worrying about waiting another 4 to 5 minutes at least for your next chance at some action. I'm sure you guys know by now, but when you're playing PUBG, even if you're hot dropping, it's going to take you 4 to 5 minutes probably to find some action if you die in a match. You're going to have to exit that match, re-queue up for another one, which is going to take around a minute with load times and things like that. It's going to take you another 30 seconds to a minute to get into the next lobby, which could also be another 30 seconds before you actually get in the plane. So now we're looking at least 2 minutes. Then you're going to take that plane ride and then dive down. That's going to be another minute and a half. And then finally, when you're able to get a weapon and shoot somebody, or try anyway, at a hot drop location, you're looking at least 4 to 5 minutes of your time spent between action. And if you play a lot of first-person shooter games, or just shooter games in general, if you think about Call of Duty, if you had to go 4 to 5 minutes between action and Call of Duty, it would feel real weird, and it'd be really hard to get better at the game. So I think Warmode is just going to help you improve, because you're going to get in a lot of gun battles, and then if you die, it's not that big of a deal, because you're just going to be jumping down pretty soon again with a similar loadout to try and defend yourself. So that kind of explains how it all works and what the rules are of the game. But is it guaranteed that the Xbox version will have the same exact setup as the PC version? No, absolutely not. It's possible that they will be the exact same, but there might be some adjustments based off of the Xbox version of the game. They might limit the player base compared to on PC. The systems might not be able to handle that many players in such a small area, but they may do something like, instead of having 10 players on each team, make it 8 or 6 or something like that. That way there's less players in the area, so it might not be as crazy as PC. We'll just have to wait and see when we finally get our hands on it. For the question, will it be a limited time event where we only play a few days at a time and then it goes away, or will it be a full-time mode on Xbox? I guess that's kind of to be determined, but I think it's going to be a limited time event just like it is on PC. Recently I read some information just saying that basically this is going to be a limited time mode. Will that change in the future? Really nobody knows, but at this point I think it's going to be like the PC, where it comes for a few days and then it's gone, and then we'll see it in the not too distant future once again. So we'll have to play it as much as we can if we really like it when it does come out, because it's not going to stick around forever. It's not going to be a full-time mode on Xbox at this point. They also mentioned that it's not actually going to drop on September 4th, so it's not going to be available to play on the release of the 1.0 version of PUBG on Xbox. They mentioned that Warmode will arrive sometime in mid-September, so that was kind of misleading with their announcement, but since it is kind of a limited time event, they were just saying that it's pretty much ready to go. They just have to decide when to actually deploy it, and it looks like that's going to be sometime in mid-September, so keep a lookout for that. I'll definitely have that news here on the channel, so if you want to subscribe to stay up to date on that, definitely do, because I know for sure that I'm going to be playing it, so I want to make sure that you guys are aware of everything that's going on. But yeah, me and many players like me, I imagine, need to practice the gunplay in PUBG still as much as possible to try and improve at the game. War mode just might be exactly what we all need. All without the worry of wasting 20 minutes of your life just getting shot in the back by somebody you don't even see. Because if that happens in war mode and you don't see the person that shot you, you're going to be coming down in about 30 seconds or less with a whole new loadout, ready for some action. But like I said, I expect to hear some more concrete details on war mode pretty soon, so once I do find that out, I will definitely let you guys know. I also want to mention that the Warmode gameplay you're seeing in the background is from a video from Gamespot. I'm going to have that linked in the description, so if you guys want to check that out for yourself, definitely feel free to do so. I just didn't actually have any Warmode footage of my own because I don't own a PC and I can't really play that. If I did, I would definitely be in there getting as much footage as I can so I can show you guys what it's going to be like on Xbox, but this will just have to do. I wanted to share a little bit, so I took a little bit from the GameSpot video, so if you guys want to check that out, like I said, it's a link in the description below. But let me know if you guys are as excited as I am about War Mode on Xbox, and let me know if you're going to play it as soon as it's available in mid-September. I imagine that I can do some kind of stream with you guys and get a whole big group together and just play some War Mode matches and have some fun. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I can't wait for it to release. And speaking of the community, just so you guys know, if you weren't aware, I have a Discord channel now, so I'll have that linked in the description if you want to join it. We got about 48 members as of making this video right now, and people just talking video games, talking PUBG, grouping up for some squad and duo matches, and it seems like you guys are just having fun in there. So just want to keep shouting that out in the videos just in case more people are aware, and then they can join and have some fun. But yeah, that's it for this one. Let me know what you guys think. If you found the video useful, definitely give it a like and subscribe to stay up to date on everything PUBG Xbox. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time, I'll see you later.